Alright, so it seems like we're getting some developments on this Sonic voice acting situation. You know, this voice apocalypse that happened where pretty much everyone seemed to be let go except for Mike Pollock. So we need to talk about this. So today we got an interview from comicbook.com, and the headline of the interview says, Sonic the Hedgehog, Ben Schwartz addresses taking over for Roger Craig Smith. And there's an interview here with Ben Schwartz and Matilda Lawler, talking about Flora and Ulysses. I think that's something they're working on essentially right now. It's a Disney Plus movie. Anyway, it says here, let's all for a second, before we even say that, Roger Craig Smith is an absolute legend, Schwartz said. Like his VO work, Sonic being one of them, but his career is unbelievable for VO artists. He is so talented. As for whether or not he would step into some of the Sonic roles which have been occupied by Smith, Schwartz admits, I haven't thought about it. I haven't really thought about it, he explained. The first time that it's ever come up was because Roger seems to be stepping away. So the first time ever, people are asking me, I wonder. Nobody's asked me between you and I. I haven't really answered this question yet, but nobody's come up to me and said anything. So my assumption is that, who knows? But I wonder. I love the world of Sonic and I love the fan base. The fan base has been so supportive. So I don't know. I wonder what would happen. But as of now, nobody's had a conversation with me about any of that. But I do just want to say that, you know, like, of course, that whole, you know, Jalil, Ryan, all those guys are incredible. But it was incredible to be a part of that legacy and then to hear that Roger's stepping down, just to say again how amazing he was. So this is kind of a big development because, as I said with the Ryan discussion before, if he's saying that they haven't said anything to him, it basically means it's not happening, right? I mean, yes, it's possible that they're still auditioning for the role. We'll get into that in a second because we got to talk about Knuckles. But based off this information, it may just be that Ben Schwartz is not the next Sonic voice. This might be, I don't want to say deconfirmation that Ben Schwartz is not taking over for the games, but it feels like it, because if they haven't already picked the replacement, they're at least in the casting process, and for them to have not have contacted Ben Schwartz already makes it seem like they weren't even picking him, right? That they've left the movie thing separate, which means we really don't know where they're going with Sonic's voice right now, because if it's not Drummond, it's not Schwartz, it really is just someone entirely new, someone we haven't heard before, and I'm really curious to see where they go with this right now, because I mean, if Ben really was the guy who was taking over, he wouldn't be doing this interview, right? They would have told him, like, don't say anything, keep that shit silent, you know, until we're ready to do the official announcement, just keep on the down low, let everyone mourn Roger first. I mean, he's not dead, you know what I mean. And again, this will tie into the second thing that we're about to talk about, because we know that the voice apocalypse is true, voice actors keep coming in left, right, and center, and we just got this information. Someone tweeted this to me, and it's these two tweets, and it says, also, I may or may not be the new Knuckles in the Sonic animated series, and then he quote tweets himself and says, I auditioned and got a callback is what this means, so cross your fingers. And this is kind of interesting because when I first saw this, someone tweeted to me, I was like, it's probably some guy trolling. I checked his profile, he's a rapper. I tried to listen to his voice through his songs, and amongst all the auto-tune, I still didn't think that was the voice that sounded like Knuckles, you know? I mean, obviously people can change their voice. His rap / singing voice is gonna be different from his potential Knuckles voice. So I kind of thought it was a troll. I went to his Twitter page and the tweets were there, so they are real tweets. But then like 10 minutes later, the tweets were gone. He deleted them. So I don't know if he broke some kind of NDA and decided to delete them, but it says he got a callback. If he's telling the truth, that means he's on a short list. That doesn't mean he actually got the voice. It just means he's on a short list, and maybe if this is true, he deleted the tweets because Sonic fans were finding it and he realized, oh shit, I ain't trying to break no NDA. Like maybe to his hip hop fan base, they're not gonna think about this, but once the Sonic fans get it, it's like, oh shit, I don't want Sega thinking I leaked some shit. Let me delete that shit. Either way, we don't know how long the callback shortlist is, so this is no guarantee that he's going to be the voice. You can check out his songs. His artist name is It's Okay to Cry, so you can listen to the songs and get a feel of his voice, or just listen to the music if you like it. But callback doesn't guarantee that he's the next voice, but it does kind of give us the impression that they aren't done picking the new voices yet. I honestly thought, and I said this before, I thought that they would have already lined all of them up, but clearly they're still looking. I mean, I guess for Sonic Prime they're still looking because that's still being made, right? But it is interesting to think about. I just find it funny that this guy's also a rapper, like, you know, like, is it gonna be like a one and done situation? We get the voice of Knuckles and then we get him to rap the new Knuckles raps, like put everything together, like kill two birds with one stone kind of shit. Like, I ain't gonna let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep. But seriously, if they're remaking Adventure 2, they can't replace Haunted P. Like, they can't do that shit, right? Like, they can't just get another rapper, like the way you replace the voice actors for the character. You can't just re-rap the Knuckles. We're not about to do that, okay? I know you remix the Sonic R music, I know you remix some shit, like, you know, but some shit is sacred. okay? We don't play around like that, Sega. Don't make me pull up, okay? Don't make me pull up. And another reason why this is a good thing is because it means the current Knuckles voice is gone, essentially. I mean, who did they get for Team Sonic Racing? Dave B. Mitchell? Yeah, they replaced Travis Willingham for some reason, which, I mean, Travis Willingham was never my favorite, but he felt kind of similar to like Dan Green, which were like a bit more whiny than Dan Green, to be honest. I think Dan Green and Scott Drake were my favorite Knuckles voices. They're two very different voices, but they were definitely my top two. And Travis just kind of felt like similar enough to Dan Green that I was fine with it. And then Dave B. Mitchell and Team Sonic Racing just sounded like a almost trying to be Trav, but not really Trav. Like, you might as well just should have kept Trav at that point. I don't know, it wasn't as good, honestly. So I'm glad that they're picking another Knuckles voice if this guy's telling the truth and you got a callback, because I'm assuming whoever they get for Prime is going to be main series as well. At this rate, I don't know. But yeah, the voice apocalypse was definitely real, because Knuckles was only replaced in TSR, right? So if they're replacing again for this whole Sonic Prime situation, then that means the new Silver voice we got in TSR, the other new voices that we got in TSR, all of them could be gone as well. They could have just been a one and done, one game deal. We don't know what the situation was with that, but the way things are going, just expect, if his name isn't Mike Pollock, just accept that he's probably getting replaced at this point. Let's just put it out there, okay? Thank God, because Silver's TSR voice, oh no, bring back Pete Capella. He nailed Silver's voice. I don't care what anyone says. So now it's just a waiting game. Whenever they drop that Sonic Prime trailer or that next Sonic game announcement, I don't know, like, if the game is coming out this year, is it a bit late for getting voices? I don't know. Maybe they can slot them in later. It seems like they would have this on top by now if the game is coming out in 2021. It feels a bit weird if the game is already coming out this year and they haven't even got the voices ready. They're taking their time, it seems, but you know, it is what it is. We'll hear the voices when they're ready. One other thing I want to address, people are questioning the validity of certain things. Like, I want to talk about this quickly. Like the Sonic PC ports thing I covered in that Sonic Roundup video, that LinkedIn is real, okay? You can click the link and see that there. It's not something that is fake. Literally, the screenshot that I used in my video was a screenshot I took myself of the LinkedIn, which is still live right now. Check the description, it's there. And the Zippo leak, some people are saying, did it actually come from Zippo? That's a valid question to ask, but to insinuate that it doesn't come from Zippo simply because you didn't find the evidence to suggest that it comes from Zippo, when the evidence is there, just means that you are not doing your research, because I found the evidence. So the Zippo leak is actually from Zippo. Whether the leak is actually true or not is a whole different thing. But I just had to put that out there because people are making it seem like, oh, Prem's just covering these Zippo leaks, doesn't even know if it's from Zippo. Listen, I know what I'm doing, okay? Your boy is not a novice when it comes to this shit. If I'm covering a leak that has no like validity in the sense that we can't prove where it came from or from a source who has leaked things reliable in the past, I will state that. But if it's something that's from someone who's leaked things in the past, I will also state that. And I'll also tell you to take things with a pinch of salt or a fucking bowl of salt depending on what it is. But don't try and question the integrity of your boy, okay? The entire Sonic movie plot leaked 1 year before the movie came out from an unknown source. No one thought it was true when I covered it. Why are you covering this, Prem? And then those same people when the movie came out said, yeah, I remember that from Prem's video, I remember that from Prem's video. Yes, most leaks are not real, but some of them are. Some of you seriously need to get over the fact that I cover leaks, okay? Shit's getting ridiculous now. I do this shit for passion. Passion for the adventure era, not for the meta era, obviously. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all this information. The fact that Ben Schwartz may not be the Sonic voice and that we could be getting someone entirely new, and the fact that the Knuckles voice clearly hasn't been picked yet and they're now doing callbacks. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, subscribe to the No Sonic channel, link in the description. But that's all I have to say right now, so the Remy out.